Welcome along on the special 3-part episode for making chicken stock. And you may think, really? 3 parts for making stock when I can just get it out of the carton or the can? You can get it out of the carton or the can, but that also comes with almost 800 milligrams of salt per 1 cup. We don't need all that salt. What we need is flavor, and we're going to get it with these right here, starting with the basics. Your bird. You need a good roaster type of bird, somewhere along the lines of about 4 to 5 pounds. Second importance here when it comes to making the stock is the base, and that's going to be the mirepoix. That's a traditional French accompaniment to a lot of food, and what it starts with here is 1 onion, 2 celery, and carrot. You can go with a sweet onion, it does sweeten your sauce, or you can go with just a regular white onion, and that's going to give it that white onion background. And to build on that flavor, especially when you're thinking about stuffings, sage goes a long way. And so we've got some fresh sage, we've also got some bay leaf, we've got some chive, as well as, oh, there it is, we've got some thyme that's also going to get mixed in with our bouquet garni, which is basically just a herb garnish. We're also going to add to that some parsley. Easy ingredients, very simple ingredients, but they go a long way in flavoring the overall dish that's going to come through here. Since these vegetables are going to swim in that soup that's going to become your stock for about 6 to 8 hours, they don't need to be fine chopped. We're not looking for a lot of fancy knife work here. Rough chop in the bowl. Big flavors, big pieces. It goes together. Now we have to work on this right here. What's going to bring the fat and the flavor to this chicken stock, and that's our chicken. The things that we want. The neck, yep, that goes in there. What we don't need, oftentimes you get these little fatty pockets. Those we don't need. Those aren't going to be for good Thanksgiving. The innards, things like the livers, the gizzards, the heart, all go into the stock as well. We're going to start with chopping the backbone wide open, taking the tip, the very sharp part of our knife. We're going to just score the keel bone right along the line, and the keel bone is basically the bone that separates the breastplate, and then using the outside of the bird, we'll push, and you'll see that that keel bone, right where we sliced it, breaks apart, and start to break those down and even into smaller pieces, beginning with the wing, the leg, the thigh, and all the way down eventually to the breast. Now notice we haven't put any salt in as of yet. We are going to put in some pepper in the form of peppercorns. Got about a half dozen corns there, and this is the second of our pitchers of water, and if everything measures out right, as we add what will be 1 full gallon of water, we should, and look at that, just top off the chicken. Now here's what happens. We put this on to cook, and if we were to leave it like this, it would be just fine, but you'll end up boiling up some of the scum from the fat and the other stuff that's in here. A way that you can alleviate some of that and make it a little easier for cleanup is if you have a little steamer tray and or even a piece of parchment paper, cut that and just put it right over the surface of the water so it kind of looks like, well, that right there. So you see the water coming through it. As a matter of fact, that's your job now for the next 6 to 8 hours, is checking and skimming some of the scum and fat. So I think this is a good time to take a break. In part 2, we're going to take it from its boiled form to clarifying this stuff and take it all the way through the way that you're going to use it for Thanksgiving. I know it seems like a lot of work, but trust me, if you take the time and make your own stock, you too will be saying there is none better.